Of course, the arcade version of the Punisher is vastly superior in graphics and sound.
And even more badass, Nick Fury walks around with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth and occasionally blows smoke rings.
The story shows Frank Castle's family being murdered in graphic detail. His kids leave behind a bloody kite like the one in Silver Bullet.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
Then there's this charred corpse in a flaming car. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that that is the coolest thing in any video game ever. Let's see that again.
And there's an extra weapon, the lance. I know what you're thinking, a lance? Really? But it's actually pretty awesome.
And there are even more funny subtitles like, Kingpin, the top boss in the mob.
It's time to nail that scumbag once and for all.
Other minor differences include this little dog that barks at you, and smiley faces on the bus seats. Creepy.
These women who look like 1940s secretaries in the Genesis version, in this version they look more like hookers.
When you die, your character is shown getting CPR until you insert another quarter.
And you can actually earn extra lives with your points. Amazing!
Even though you move a little slower and the bosses have energy lines so long they practically go off the screen, the arcade version is still much easier and can be beaten in a reasonable amount of time. Thank God for that.
Damn! We gotta get out of here!
Good night, fat boy.
Here's one more superhero game that wasn't ported to the Sega Genesis. X-Men, the arcade game. Originally released in 1992, and now available on the Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network.
We're playing it on our Xbox 360 Slim. You have the option to either play the US or Japanese version, and we like the Japanese version best. The story is a little different, the music is better, and you have more opportunities to score some extra energy.
The story starts out in the 21st century. Wow, this is happening now?
The professor barks orders at you, telling you to go stop Magneto. We're right here, you don't have to yell.
Go and save the city!
It's a pretty generic beat-em-up. You can punch enemies, jump, kick, and perform a special mutant attack which clears the screen and uses some of your energy. That's how you pronounce WHHT.
You can also attack enemies while they're on the ground, which is fun.
You can choose between 5 characters, who all have different special attacks. Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Dazzler, and Nightcrawler.
The two best characters are definitely Wolverine and Storm, even though Storm's death throws are really annoying. Dazzler looks like Olivia Newton-John in the Physical video.
You fight some strange enemies like crocodile men, colorful robots, giant flies, evil ETs, dudes who look like Iron Man, and even Peter Gabriel flowers.
A flower?
The bosses always announce their names before they start fighting you.
Juggernaut will flatten you!
Juggernaut? Didn't we just fight him in Captain America?
The end boss is Magneto, Master of Magnet.
I am Magneto, Master of Magnet!
Okay.
Magneto said now the time has come to gather our forces and run. Oh no, this can't be so.
Overall, it's not the greatest arcade game in the world, but its bland, repetitive gameplay is soothingly familiar to beat-em-up fans like us.
But the best part of the whole game is this.
X-Men, welcome to die!
Honorable mention goes to Batman Returns on Super Nintendo. This game has 2 strikes going against it. It's a superhero game and a movie game. It should be terrible, but surprisingly, it's not.
First of all, it beats the crap out of the Sega Genesis version. If you see the Genesis version, even if it's only like $2 like this one was, don't buy it. Just throw it right in the trash where it belongs.
Second, it's exactly like Final Fight on the SNES. I mean, it's not just similar, it's exactly the same. It's Final Fight with Batman, which is pretty damn cool.
but it shares the same fatal flaw as Final Fight on the SNES. It's only one player. Epic fail, Super Nintendo.
What's with Super Nintendo making beat-em-ups one player? Beat-em-ups are always more fun with a friend. Yeah, I understand Robin wasn't in the movie, but why not take some liberties and just add him in, or even just palette swap Batman? I mean, I don't remember Batman fighting Uncle Sam on stilts throwing flaming fish in the movie, but here he is.
The lack of two-player co-op makes an otherwise awesome game kinda lame. It harkens back to a dark time when we used to have to switch off to play Super Mario Bros. Together. If you died on the first level, you just had to sit there and watch your friend beat the game and, like, read Nintendo Power or something.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do while Chris is playing Batman Returns? I want to be Batman too!
I'm Batman.
I guess if you don't have a buddy to play with and your friends that you made out of gin boxes can't hold a controller, this game is pretty good.
These were my friends, and they were made out of gin boxes.
The graphics are great for a SNES game and include digitized images of the actors from the movie, like Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, and Michelle Pfeiffer.
It also follows the movie's plot almost too closely. The story at the beginning is almost as long as the actual movie, and there are these long cutscenes with text that scrolls across the screen so quickly it hurts my eyes. Then again, even HD TV hurts my eyes, so I guess that doesn't say much.
Batman fights these enemies with generic names like Fat Clown, Thin Clown, and Fire Clown. What's up with all these clowns? Did the Penguin steal all the Joker's henchmen?
Hey, they need something to do now that the Joker's dead. What, are they gonna get regular jobs in retail or food service or something?
Hi, my name's Fat Clown, and I'll be your server this evening. Would you like to hear our specials?
You can punch enemies or throw batarangs, which just stun them. And you can slam two guys' heads together like in the Three Stooges.
Thanks.
You can also throw a limited number of test tubes, which are like atomic bombs that blow up everyone on the screen.
The hardest part is the bosses, mostly just Penguin and Catwoman. Their life bars keep changing color, and it takes Batman forever to kill them. Get it? Batman Forever?
Nice. You also fight Vincent Schiavelli with this cute little dancing monkey.
However, Christopher Walken is mysteriously absent from this game.
Other enemies include T Strongman, Sword S, Bazooka C, and Knife T. Why did they abbreviate everything? Why not just give them snappy names like Bill, Joe, or Mike?
Look at the little picture of Sword S's face. I'm not gonna say what that looks like because this is a family show.
You've got your standard elevator level, top of a train level, and this really cool driving level where you're in the Batmobile shooting at creepy bikers.
And in between each level are these awesome bat swipes.
What's this? An invisible boss? This is a really tough one to beat. I got all the way up to the end of the second form of Penguin, but still couldn't beat it. So we can't show you the ending here. God damn it. That's so not fair. It's like 9 forms.
Instead, we'll leave you with this shot of the Penguin firing a machine gun. Awesome.